Now let's look at problem 2. So again, we'll read the fact pattern together. And it says James Bond has a 100% ownership interest in the northeast quarter of the northeast quarter of Section 22. Bond leases all 40 acres to Fleming Resources for a 1/4 royalty. So we know the mineral owner is James Bond, and we know the oil and gas company is Fleming Resources. Okay. Now, before the lease, James Bond owns 100% of the gross working interest and 100% of the net revenue interest, and the oil and gas company owns nothing. That's why they want a lease. Now, after the lease, James Bond is going to give his 100% working interest to the oil and gas company, leaving him with 0 gross working interest, but they're going to give him a 1/4 royalty. So if they give him a 1/4 royalty, that's a 0.25 interest. That's math we know right off the top of our head. What does that leave for the oil and gas company? Well, 1/4 plus 3/4 is 4/4. And we can just look at this and know that that is a 0.75. So that is a 0.75 interest. Now, I will tell you that the magic number for these kinds of net revenue interest is 78. So anything that's under 78 or a 0.78, we like to see 0.875. What we get if it's a 1/8 lease, or even if it's a 3/16 lease, we're still getting a 0.8125. So here we're getting 87.5%. Here we're getting 81.25%. Those are the numbers we like to see. When we get below 78, that's when we start wondering whether the economics are good enough to even drill the well. So what you look at is you take 100% of the working interest, and then you deduct out of it what we call burdens. So one would be the royalty interest and like overriding royalty interest. So they want to be very careful what they give away, because if it's below this 78%, it's not even worth drilling. So a little bit of context there. Okay, so now let's look at problem 3.